Hey Awaken friends, Chris here, and welcome to your flow. It's coming to the end of summer here in Australia, and I'm on the Gold Coast, so I thought early in the morning I'd roll out the mat and enjoy one of the last summer connected flows for this season. So when you're ready, you don't need any props. This is going to be a short and sweet little flow to energize and connect you into these nice summer vibes. So when you're ready, let's get started. Straight down on hands and knees and come into a nice cat-cow position. We're just going to bring our chest open and forward, really rolling our shoulders back as we articulate the spine with a deep breath in through our nose, and exhale as we dome the spine, articulating back. Feel all of your back muscles starting to stretch, and then inhale, coming forward. Really open up, gaze is up, and exhale. Nice and deep, feeling that spine move. And now as you come forward, I just invite you to bring a little bit of movement in. Make it a little bit organic, a little bit animalistic. Maybe some bends in the elbows, bends in the knees. Just start to feel into your body, your space. Maybe your hips come all the way back towards your heels. And then you might move forward again. And just start to let your body tell you what you need this morning. Is there a little bit more of a stretch? Do you need to come further forward to get like those hips up? Or are you just moving back and down? When you're ready, let's come back to a tabletop position. We're going to really feel our weight in our shoulders coming over our wrists. And I want you to bring your right knee, just bring your focus so that it's in alignment with your right hand. Bring your left foot to the back of the mat, the inner edge of your left foot down, and then raise your hand up to this nice side plank variation. Just a good stretch this morning. And I invite you to, with your palm, bring your palm over your head so that your palm is just facing towards the ground as we stretch open. And then hand down to the ground. And let's come to the other side here. And then let's just bring our left knee in alignment with our left wrist, right inner edge of the foot down and open up. Nice bright stretch here. Feel that energy. You might be able to hear the birds. There's quite a few noises around this pool. And hand back down to the ground. Coming back. Let's just bring a bit of balance into our lives here. So with that, let's bring the right heel to the back, floating it up. Maybe you'll bring your gaze back just to check to see that your right toes are pointing towards the ground and your heel's not high or low or anywhere else. And then left hand comes out in front. Just stretch here. And then exhale down. And then bringing the left foot back, left toes are down towards the ground, right hand's out, and stretch out. And then down. And moving back, we're going to bring our knees to the edge of the mat. We're just going to roll back into a nice child's pose, just to open up this practice. Head down, forehead to ground, as we just open to receive. We're here, we're connected onto our mat. We're giving a moment of gratitude, a moment of serenity, a moment of joy that you're getting to flow and have this time. Inhale, as you flow forward, can we bring our toes out to the edge of the mat and drop our hips down towards the ground? Just gaze up in this gentle back bend and nice stretch. And inhale, coming back. Heels back down. Just exhale here. Just don't forget to breathe and find the center of your breath. Then inhale, coming forward, toes to the outside of the mat, hips come down, gaze is up, and exhale, coming back. And we're going to bring this into a nice flow sequence. Inhale, toes come out, up, and a nice gentle bend up. Exhale, coming back. And inhale, forward again. One more time, gaze is up, and exhale, back down. Bring our toes and knees back in alignment. Tuck the toes and rise with me up into downward facing dog. As we arrive in our down dog, let's just bend our knees. Bend up, moving our heels towards the ground. You may have a really nice, generous bend in your knees here to preserve your lower back. Just feel into this moment. And then coming to the balls of your feet, let's tiptoe to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart, rather. Hands come just below the kneecaps. Press out to lengthen the spine. Then exhale, forward down with a nice bend. And just roll a little bit here.
And then inhale, rolling the spine, vertebra by vertebra, roll all the way up. Hands come forward as we open them nice and bright towards the front of the room into our Tadasana pose, gripping through our inner thighs. And just say good morning. Hands come up to the sky, fingertips touch, gaze follows as the hands come down, brushing past our heart center, folding at the hips. We come all the way down towards the ground. Inhale to halfway lift, and then stepping back to our plank pose. Holding in our plank pose for a moment. If this is too much, bring your knees to the ground. Otherwise, your heels are moving towards the back of your mat. And exhale, gracefully lower towards the ground. Elbows come past the chest and rise up, pressing up into a nice upward facing dog. If this is a bit much first thing in the morning, keep yourself lowered into a cobra with a gentle press up, preserving your lower back and your spine. And then tucking the toes, or rolling over the toes and coming back to a downward facing dog. I did realize there I went straight to an up dog as opposed to going through a cobra, so I thought I'd just modify it as we went. And then coming to the balls of the toes, we're going to step, hop, skip, or teleport to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, fold down. Inhale as we bend the knees and just roll ourselves all the way back up. Fingertips touch, the gaze follows, and exhale, thumbs past heart center as we fall down to the ground. Inhale, hands, fingertips to the top of the mat, hands come down, and then step or jump back into your plank pose. And again, bringing that strength in. If this is too much, knees come down, but hold here for a moment, and then very gracefully, elegantly come down towards the ground, arriving and then pressing up. And again, you can move through cobra or into up dog. And then rolling over the toes. And we're back into our downward facing dog. Coming to the ball of the left foot, the right foot will float up to the sky. And then the right knee will come into a nice tiger curl, doming that spine as it comes all the way up. And then right toes come to right thumb. Pivoting open to 45 degrees with your back foot. Let's raise those hands up and arrive into a warrior one. And then open that out to a warrior two. So your back foot moves to a 90 degrees here, just lengthening out. And we've got this strength coming out with both arms moving from our shoulders. Flip both palms and fly up to a flying warrior. The front leg straightens and then move back down into a warrior two. Front leg straightens as we fly up to a flying warrior again, and back down to warrior two. Your left hand flies over, thumbs come close together. You frame your right foot and hold here for a moment. Let's just bring our hands just out in front a little bit. And just stretch here. Hands back underneath, right foot back to left. Let's bring our knees down. We'll bring our forearms down and breathe up into an upward facing dog. And then exhale, back to a downward facing dog. And flowing to the same side, onto the ball of the right foot, left foot floats up to the sky. Left knee tiger curls up to left thumb. And we're rising up into our warrior one. And here, back foot's at 45 degrees. And then flow it open to a warrior two. And flipping both palms, let's fly up. Front knee straightens, fingertips touch, and exhale, come forward. Again, flip both palms, right knee straightens, and we fly up. And exhale, coming forward. And then bringing our right hand to fly over, meeting the left, hands come down, framing the left foot moves just slightly out to the edge of the mat here. We bring our hands forward and just stretch. Waking these hips up, feeling that in the hip flexors. Hands back underneath, left foot back to right. We're going to bring our knees down, forearms down, and breathe up into a nice gentle back bend. Then exhale back to downward facing dog. And center yourself here. Coming into your space, your movement. And coming to the balls of both feet. Bending your knees, hop, skip, or teleport to the top of your mat. And rise, fingertips just below knees. And exhale as we fall down. And then bending those knees, rolling that spine. Let's arrive. Hands come up to the fingertips above. And exhale with your palms forward, keeping those shoulders nicely rolled back. Arrive. And now we're just going to group
into our right foot. Really grip down into it. Feel the 10. Lift your toes, pull them into the mat, outer edge of each foot, and then bring your left knee up into your chest. And from here, we're going to fly into a stork pose. Hands, whoa, feel the wobble this morning. Hands come up above. And then as we move forward, we're going to bend the right knee, and our palms are going to flow towards the ground. And we fly back into a nice stork. We come into an airplane. And airplanes have their nose lifted, not straight to the ground, just lift it up. Inhale, float back up. Exhale, fly back into your stork. From your stork to your airplane, floating back. Heel can be bent. Try to, if you feel like your knee can get straight, perfect. Again, this isn't about an aesthetic. It's about a feeling. It's about you feeling the stretch. Last time we flew back here, flying back in our stork to our airplane. And then from here, in this nice bent airplane position, let's just gently bring the left toes to the ground. Hands come down. Move your right foot out to the edge of the mat just a tad. And we're going to hold into this nice stretch here. And if it's appropriate and if it feels nice, you can bring your elbows to the ground into more of a drop lizard. You can even bring your knee down to the ground if that feels like taking less pressure off your back. Whatever feels good to you, just breathe here. We're not here for long because we're just trying to open these hips. Hands come back underneath, shoulders, right foot back to left, knees come down, forearms come down, and breathe up into an upward facing dog, rolling over the toes and arriving back into a downward facing dog. One nice deep breath here. Roll those shoulders back, tailbone up towards the sky. And coming to the balls of our feet, bending those knees, hop, skip, or teleport to the top of the mat. Raising to a halfway lift, fingertips just below your kneecaps. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, rolling ourselves back up to stand. Open our hands to the front. Gripping down into the left foot. Lift those 10 toes and feel the strength here as we raise the right knee up. Hands above. And then flow back with me. Left knee bends as the right knee moves gracefully back. This airplane is coming in. It's landing, or it's flying right now. Palms facing the ground. Knee bent just a tad so that we're not straightening it out. Coming back through, back up into the stork. Right knee moves up into chest. And exhale, flowing back. Fly through this nice aeroplane. Keep it gracefully moving. Exhale. And now moving ourselves back up into stork. And then flow back. Last one here. And then again from our aeroplane here, holding this position. And then very gently bending the left knee. Right toes come down towards the ground. Left heel moves to the edge of the mat. Maybe take a space. And then from here, you can bring your elbows down to this nice lizard or wherever you feel. Knee can come down or elbows. Just take a couple of moments to stretch here. Just feel it as we're just opening up these hips. And hands back underneath shoulders. Left foot back to right. Knees will come down. Forearms come down. And breathe up. And exhale over toes. And center in. Go into the balls of your feet, bring your knees down, sit back to your heels, and arrive into your hero's position. And then from here, I'm just going to take one really nice opening stretch to help round this out for you to start this day. So just sliding down over your feet, bringing your feet back onto the mat. Fingers will come just underneath your kneecaps to your thighs, roll down to the ground. Lay down. Bring your right knee up into your chest, up towards your shoulder, right hand to sky, and slowly bring your right knee across your body first. So your right knee may come towards the ground. If it doesn't reach, tuck your toes behind the left knee, and then right hand comes across body. And we just gaze, may soften to move over the right fingertips. This is one of my favorite stretches, the supine stretch. Hands come back, bring the right knee up into your chest and swap it over. Left knee up into chest, up towards your elbow crease. Left hand to sky. Watch any microphone packs that you don't squash them. Bring the knee up. And again, if it doesn't reach the ground, which is perfectly normal and fine, just tuck the toes behind the right knee so that it's not just floating in space. And then back in for one stretch. And then you're in my favorite pose of all, Savasana. And I invite you just to hang here and have a moment to yourself. Feel into your space, connect into your body, take these nice summer pool vibes with you for the rest of your day. I hope you have a spectacular day. I hope whatever it brings you is perfect for you, and it's exactly what you're looking for and what you need. Have an amazing rest of your day and week and the last of this season. Namaste.